Japan is not only the birthplace of anime, but a land of ancient traditions and cutting-edge innovation, offering a myriad of unforgettable experiences. We have compiled a list of top 10 things you must do in this incredible country. From futuristic cities to serene countryside, Japan has it all. Number 1. Shibuya Sky in Tokyo. First thing you must do other than checking in your hotel or Airbnb, is go watch the sunset at the Shibuya Sky, which is a 360 degrees open-air observation deck located on the roof of the Shibuya Scramble Square skyscraper. This is Tokyo's newest observation deck, which gives you the privilege of marveling at the cityscape from 230 meters above the ground and is usually open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Tickets are time-specific and affordable, starting from 2,200 yen, which is for adults, and 600 yen for young children, but make sure to do your own research as prices are subjected to change as time goes on. You can also catch the mind-boggling view of the Shibuya Crossing, the world's busiest pedestrian crossing, which takes us to our next thing you must do once you are in Japan, and that is to participate in the Shibuya Crossing. Shibuya Scramble Crossing, commonly known as Shibuya Crossing, is a popular pedestrian scramble crossing in Shibuya, Tokyo, Japan. It is located in front of the Shibuya Station Hachiko exit and stops vehicles in all directions to allow pedestrians to inundate the entire intersection. It is the busiest crossing with an approximate 1,000 to 2,500 cross every 2 minutes. So make sure to catch it and participate, especially during the night time when the city comes alive. Our third on the list is the Nakasendo Trail in Nakamura. Approximately 9 kilometers, you can designate a day to hike the Nakasendo Trail, which is an ancient highway connecting Kyoto and Tokyo, originally used as a trading route back in the 1600s. It will take you about 3 to 4 hours before reaching the next post town, which is Tsumigo. The Nakasendo Trail, dating back to the 17th century, leads travelers along ancient stone forest paths, through preserved Edo-era villages, and deep into the lost landscapes of feudal lords. The beauty of this trail is that it gives you the gift of wandering through charming post towns, then forests, and after waterfalls. If you are ever in Japan, try to change the bustling city of Tokyo and experience the Japan of old as you follow in the footsteps of samurai and merchants. Just make sure to pack light and wear comfortable shoes, and maybe pack a bento lunch. There are also guided tours available, which all start from $142, and they will be linked down in the description box, so make sure to check that out. TeamLab Planets and TeamLab Borderless are both digital art museums in Tokyo that have been the craze on social media. Unfortunately, TeamLab Borderless had to close down back in August for renovation, with claims of it opening in January 2024. While both may have had the similar digital artworks, TeamLab's Planet is slightly cheaper than Borderless, with prices ranging from 3,800 yen for adults and approximately 2,000 for children and students. Immerse yourself in interactive light displays, projected landscapes, and mesmerizing artworks that blur the line between the physical and digital. Tip: go early to avoid crowds, since it is a very popular place, and fully enjoy the immersive experience. Number 4. Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park. We all know the devastating events that took place in Hiroshima during World War II, and so if you are ever in Japan, visit the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park, a memorial park in the center of Hiroshima, Japan, dedicated to the legacy of Hiroshima as the first city in the world to suffer a nuclear attack at the end of World War II, and to the memories of the bombs, direct and indirect, a poignant reminder of the devastating events of World War II. Pay your respects at the Peace Memorial Museum, Atomic Bomb Dome, and the Children's Peace Monument. It's a humbling experience that fosters understanding and peace. You can choose to take a guided tour for a deeper understanding of the exhibits. Not to be confused with Ghibli Park, the Ghibli Museum is a museum showcasing the work of the Japanese animation Studio Ghibli. It is located in Inokashira Park in Mitaka, a western city of Tokyo, Japan, and the museum combines features of a children's museum, technology museum, and a fine arts museum, and is dedicated to the art and technique of animation. Features include a replica of the cat bus from My Neighbor Totoro, which was released in 1988, a cafe, bookstore, rooftop garden, and a theater for exclusive short films by Studio Ghibli. The Ghibli Museum is a fun-filled place that is welcoming to all, from adults to children, and the best part is that tickets are very affordable, ranging from 1,000 Japanese yen for adults, 700 yen for young adults, and children from 3 years and below can get in for free. Explore the magical exhibits inspired by Studio Ghibli films, including My Neighbor Totoro and Spirited Away. Marvel at the detailed animation process and enjoy exclusive short films. Tickets sell out fast, so book in advance, like a month or two before you plan to visit. Number 6. Kinosaki Onsen. Kinosaki Onsen is probably the best onsen town in Japan. The best place where you can truly soak up some of the richest parts of the country's heritage and culture. Voted the best onsen town in Japan, with a Michelin 2-star rated panoramic view from the top of the ropeway, Kinosaki Onsen is a famous and popular hot spring destination for over a millennium with a cozy atmosphere and 7 natural hot springs, a perfect place to indulge in the timeless tradition of onsen, which are hot springs. You can wear yukata robes and visit the 7 public baths, each with its unique healing properties. Also, don't forget to enjoy a leisurely stroll between baths and savor local delicacies. It's a rejuvenating experience for the body and soul, so don't miss out. For the price of 1,500 yen per day, for adults and 750 yen for children, you can heal your body in the magical hot springs. For a picturesque moment, visit in winter for a magical snow-covered experience. When you are in Tokyo, there is a very important thing you must experience, and no, there is absolutely no negotiations for this, and that is to experience the grandeur of sumo wrestling by attending a live match in Tokyo. Sumo is a Japanese style of wrestling and Japan's national sport. It originated in ancient times as a performance to entertain the Shinto deities. Many rituals with religious background, such as the symbolic purification of the ring with salt, are still followed today. In line with tradition, only men practice the sport professionally in Japan. The rules are simple. The wrestler who first exits the ring or touches the ground with any part of his body besides the soles of his feet loses. Feeling the intensity as mighty sumo wrestlers clash in the ring is a wholesome experience, and not to mention witnessing the rituals, techniques, and raw power of Japan's national sport. Just make sure to check the tournament schedule and book tickets in advance. Fushimi Inari Shrine is an important Shinto shrine in southern Kyoto. It is famous for its thousands of vermilion torii gates, which straddle a network of trails behind its main buildings. You have probably come across it in social media, as it is a popular tourist spot. The trails lead into the wooded forest of the sacred Mount Inari, which stands at 233 meters and belongs to the shrine grounds. Fushimi Inari is the most important of several thousands of shrines dedicated to Inari, the Shinto god of rice. Foxes are thought to be Inari's messengers, resulting in many fox statues across the shrine grounds, and the shrine has ancient origins, predating the capital's move to Kyoto in 794. There is no entry fee, but you can book a guided tour for as low as $30. When you are there, make sure to hike through picturesque trails on Mount Inari, passing through tunnels of gates, and enjoy the breathtaking views of Kyoto City below. It's a spiritual and visual feast. If you are opting for pictures, visit early in the morning to avoid crowds. Takachiho Gorge is a narrow abyss that cuts through the rock by the Gokase River, surrounded by nearly sheer cliffs which are made of volcanic basalt columns that almost resembled the scales of a dragon, where the stone twisted and flowed as it formed. Along the gorge is the 17-meter-high Minonotaki waterfall cascading down to the river below, and it is truly impressive to see the waterfall against a backdrop of dense green foliage and the surrounding gray cliffs. The breathtaking naturistic site is a must-visit for anyone traveling to Japan. You can book a guided tour to discover the awe-inspiring beauty of Takachiho Gorge in Miyazaki and sail through the emerald waters surrounded by sheer cliffs and waterfalls. But before you exit out of Takachiho Gorge, please make sure to explore the nearby Aminoiwado Shrine, which is about 10 kilometers outside of central Takachiho, a mythical cave shrouded in legends, where Amaterasu, the goddess of the sun according to Japanese mythology, whom is said to have hid herself away. Please note that no one is allowed to approach the cave, but you can watch from the observation deck behind the shrine's main building. However, you will need to request for access at the shrine's entrance, and a priest will give you a guided tour, but in Japanese. Make sure to have this in your itinerary, as it is a nature lover's paradise and a photographer's dream. You can get there via bus at only 200 yen or access it by hiring a taxi for 2,700 yen. And the admission fee is free. Try and visit during the evening for a serene atmosphere. Sadly, we have made it to the end of our list, but don't get sad, as our last destination will bring you nothing but joy once you get there. Now for our last thing to do when in Japan to wrap up your Japanese adventure is attending the Sapporo Snow Festival in Hokkaido. Hokkaido usually goes rather unnoticed by tourists, and it isn't as popular as Tokyo and Kyoto, but the calm picturesque city has a lot to offer. From its natural hot springs and volcanic lakes all the way to its vast and beautiful agriculture and food. Make sure to witness the city transform into a winter wonderland with enormous snow sculptures and intricate ice carvings. And it is okay if you plan to visit this majestic place during non-winter season, as you can still enjoy this marvelous city by heading towards the Horimitage Lavender Garden, a stunning seasonal flower field outside Sapporo, filled with over 5,000 purple lavenders. A good photo op if I do say so myself, and you can get there via subway to Murayama-kun Station and then get a taxi to get there. July is the best month to see the lavender in full bloom, and just for a small fee, you can whisk a portion of the flowers away. You can decide to rest at the Murayama Park and enjoy local cuisine, cultural performances, and the magical illumination of snow and ice. Dress warmly and indulge in hot Hokkaido soup curry to stay toasty. And that wraps up our top 10 experiences or must-see places that will make your trip to Japan unforgettable. From cultural wonders to natural marvels, Japan offers a tapestry of experiences that will leave you in awe. Remember to respect local traditions, try new foods, and immerse yourself fully in this beautiful country. As always, comment which place you would love to visit as well as which one we missed out on, or if you have ever traveled to the mentioned places in the video, and kindly let us know how your experience was. Otherwise, arigatou gozaimasu for joining us on this adventure. Until next time, happy travels.